So on the track, it's time for the women's 800-metre final. I've waited patiently, having qualified a couple of days ago, until the final evening session here in Rome. Athletes will be lining up from lanes 2 to 9. Lina Candice of France jogging out quickly. She'll start in lane number 2, just over 2 minutes to qualify for this final. Angelika Sana of Poland will start in lane number 3. Season's best of 2 minutes 37. European Team Championship bronze medalist. Gabriela Gunjakova from Slovakia will go in lane number 4. Under 2 minutes this season. In fact, 5 women went sub 2 minutes in the semi-finals to make this final here this evening. Ray Hoffman of Switzerland, European Championship finalist a couple of years ago when these games were held in Munich. Anna Bourgoin of France, qualified second fastest in 1:58.65 for this final, and will start in lane number 6. Inside the defending champion, inside the two-time world silver medalist Keely Hodgkinson of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the world leader with 1:55.78. Going for back-to-back wins and trying to get the 4th British victory ever at these European Championships in this event. Max Kolberg of Germany, the 3rd fastest qualifier. Can the German get their first medal in this event since 1990? She'll start in lane number 8. And Anna Wilgosz of Poland took the bronze medal in Munich a couple of years ago. Ran a personal best in the semi-final of 1:59.07 to get into the European final this evening. So there is Keely Hodgkinson. Opened her season over 800 metres in Eugene just a couple of weeks ago with a 1:55.78 clocking. Just 0.6 of a second shy of her British record, Tim. And surely Keely Hodgkinson is one of the biggest favourites at this European Championships as she lines up in lane number 7 to try and defend her title.
Absolutely, Kath, yes. Keely out in lane 7 should be an outstanding favourite here. She is the outstanding favourite. She's defending champion. I wonder if the two French, Candice or Bourgoin, will run as a pairing, or if the two Poles, Wilgosz or Sana, will run as a pairing. Frankly, when she's fit and healthy and everything's okay, Keely Hodgkinson is head and shoulders above the rest. But she feels nerves like everybody else. There's no doubt about that. She just needs to get this right, as she's done many times already this season.
The final of the women's 800 metres. Keely Hodgkinson moving nicely into potentially a leading position as they go down the back straight for the first time. And happy, Tim, to slot herself into the lead in this final and make herself a target as they hit the 200-metre point.
Absolutely, Kath. She's head and shoulders above the rest of this field under normal circumstances. This is not normal. This is championship racing. No pacemakers here. But she looked fabulous in her qualifying heat a couple of days ago, and she looks comfortable enough here. Wilgosz, though, always a danger. The Poles are always very, very astute racers. 1:59.07, a personal best in her semi-final.
So they're strung out in this women's 800-metre final, coming up to the halfway point. Hodgkinson leading the way. Wilgosz of Poland on the shoulder of the British athlete, 58.51 at the 400-metre point.
Yeah, that's nice and steady for Keely Hodgkinson. She should be able to push on from this, indeed, almost run negative splits under normal circumstances. Hodgkinson, we know she's in great shape. Recently ran a personal best for 400 metres. She has the speed, she has everything in her armoury to defeat this field.
But they're queuing up behind Hodgkinson. France and Poland on the shoulder of the British athlete. There's still about 6 athletes in this with 200 metres to go. But Keely Hodgkinson is trying to stretch away from the field, trying to stretch away from Bourgoin of France on the inside line. The flowing blonde hair of Keely Hodgkinson She looks up at the scoreboard right in front of her here on the screen, and now she eases away. Hodgkinson pushing for another British gold, pushing to defend her title, but she's going to have to run through the line here, and she does. Woo! 158.66. She looks up to the sky. Gajanova on the inside line, Tim. Wow. The Slovakian athlete was pushing and closing on Keely Hodgkinson, but 158.65. Back-to-back titles for Keely Hodgkinson, a 158.79 for Gabriela Gajanova of Slovakia picking up the silver, and Bourgoin of France the bronze.
Wow, that was tight, wasn't it? Keely making hard work of that, and I think it's only fair that we tell you now that we have heard a rumour that Keely has been ill, less than 100%, and that, therefore, a doubly satisfying win for the Brit. Flat out there to hang on to that win in 158.6. She's the world number one this year by a margin. She's run 155.5, and I think it's clear, from my eyes anyway, Kath, that was not a 100% Keely. We don't know what the problem might have been. We've just heard this rumour, and we'll say no more than that.
And there is confirmation then. Goal for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. 0.14 of a second ahead of the Slovakian. A super silver for Gabriela Gajanova. And Bourgoin of France picking up the bronze medal with the top 6 under that magical 2-minute barrier. Well, her coach Trevor Painter and his wife Jenny Meadows on her side. Jenny Meadows, of course, a medalist in these championships herself a few years ago over this distance, will be pleased to have got the job done here in such a busy year.